Hey guys, I got a spicy deck for you. This is 42069 ThunderJammer Hunter. People are saying Hunter's dead, but I think this deck is actually pretty good. So, my original inspiration for this deck was seeing the cards Beached Whale and Muensterosity be released, and these are just really funny. And so I wanted to put them in a deck, and it turns out that this idea is something that is kind of weird, but it works. So Jungle Jammer, which is a weapon that everybody's forgotten about, it summons a random one-cost beast, but you can cast spells while equipped to improve it. So if you cast 7 spells, then this gets up to a random 8-cost beast on Death Rattle. And it turns out that the only 8-cost beast in Standard is Thunderbringer. And Thunderbringer summons a random elemental and beast from your deck on its death rattle. So you can fill your deck up with chunky beasts, with chunky elementals, and really just go to town on your opponent with these overstated minions. Um, and so in order to juice up our Jungle Jammer, we play tri spells like Bunch of Banana, Cup of Muscle, um, Barrel of Monkeys. These are really efficient. It means we don't have to pack a lot of card draw into this deck because these cards are essentially 3 spells in one card. And then we have a bunch of other cards to like synergize with our spell game plan, like Tideful Pupil, Greedy Partner, um, Instrument or Mixologist, which is honestly really solid. Good against aggro. Mantle Shaper is really powerful. So um, I'd say the general game plan for this deck is you just want to equip your weapon as soon as possible. So turn 3 on the coin, turn 4 on the play, and then just juice up your Jungle Jammer with spells and just get to your Thunderbringer as quickly as you can, and then just hit your opponent in the face. Um, in terms of mulligans, the mulligans are really you want to prioritize getting a weapon tutor. It's very important, especially on the play because you draw one less card. On the coin, you can be a little bit. Maybe you can keep a card like a Mantle Shaper or a bunch of bananas or Barrel of Monkeys or something on the coin, even if you don't have a weapon tutor. But I'd maybe only do like one keep like that, and otherwise, you really want to like get your weapon tutor. Because having your weapon on time is like the most important thing in this deck. Occasionally, if you go up against aggro decks, then you will have a situation where you might have to deviate from this game plan a little bit. Maybe you have to like, you can't necessarily like play the weapon on curve because you have to play Mixologist to get you a potion to help clear the board. That sort of stuff happens, but for the most part, you really should just stick to the game plan of like get your weapon out as quickly as possible, juice it up, summon a Thunderbringer, hit your opponent in the face until they die. Right? That's the game plan if you are just kind of more of a beginner. And in terms of matchups, like honestly, this deck functions a lot like I think it functions a lot like Hand Buff Paladin because of, like you AFK early game, you play a weapon on 4, and then you hit your opponent in the face with big statted minions in the mid game. Um, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope this like brings back some interest into playing Hunter in this expansion. And yeah, thanks for watching.
Rexa versus the Lich King.
Uh,
Will
okay, so we got
serve
Death Knight here.
me in
Um,
death.
and
I hear the call of the wild.
usually they're like, rainbow token style Death Knights. Um, honestly, this hand is like, it would be really sick if I actually had a way to draw the weapon. Um, but otherwise, this is like, yeah, I don't think I can quite keep this. I'll keep the Cup of Muscle and the Tideful Pupil because those two help you get to your Thunderbringer really, really quickly. Um,
One dose
okay,
solves
so
any problem.
seems like they are probably like a Rainbow Giants Death Knight, I assume. Reska is like the big problem in this matchup. Um, because usually, as long as I can get my Thunderbringer out, this isn't too bad. So one thing that sucked there is that they didn't actually play a minion to trigger my bargain bin, so now I have to do this. So I'm actually like, now I'm actually kind of far behind.
You fold. To perfection.
But it's not like the end of the world, because the Tidepool pupil can get me a coin, so...
You could use
And I have
a
this
thrill.
coin, so I can really, really ramp up quickly once I play my Thunderbringer, or my Jungle Jammer next turn. Also, my opponent's trading, which is nice. Okay, so we'll play this, and then we will play a coin. Then we will play Tidepool Pupil.
I found the sea urchin.
We'll play a coin. And we will buff it up. Because it's better to play the bananas, because I assume my opponent's going to clear my board out. And so at this point, I just need to play 4 more spells, which means I can do 1, 2, 3, 4 next turn, and I have my Thunderbringer. So I'll go ahead and like preemptively swing. So if they do have the freeze weapon, that's really bad for me. Also, Reska is a problem because I don't have a lot of backup minions behind my Thunderbringer. So we just kind of have to, I mean, they're 8 cards into their 30 card deck, so we kind of have to hope that they just don't have Reska. Alright, so I need to play 4 spells, so 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do Barrel of Monkeys for 4. We'll go face, and then that gets us a Thunderbringer. So in our deck we have double Mantle Shaper, double Muensterosity. Muensterosity? I have no idea how to pronounce that. And then 2 Beach Wheels. And the other Thunderbringer, which is nice. In fact, I think I might equip second Jungle Jammer and start going in.
You could use a thrill.
I wonder if he discovered the Menethil weapon. The freeze weapon. Oh no. Okay, that's not good enough. Alright, that didn't work out for my opponent. So I have 10, 15, 16 damage. I need 6, which is these 2.
Right in the face.
Yeah. That was a bit unfortunate for my opponent, but still that was, you know, just way too many stats for them to deal with.
Rexa versus Renathal.
Okay, so we got a warrior here.
A simplicity.
I'm assuming that this is like a slower warrior.
I hear the call of the wild.
So I'm going to be coining out my jammer on 3, so I'm going to keep the jammer, which means that I don't need the mixologist, and obviously I'm tossing my elementals back into my deck. I'm hoping I get some fuel. Okay, so this is actually a pretty strong hand, because the Mantle Shaper will come out early thanks to the Jungle Jammer. Now, in fact, there's actually merit to... There's merit to actually playing a Cup of Muscle right now. I think I will. And the reason I do that is because I have enough cheap spells in my hand that I can afford to waste one of these charges now to increase my tempo in the future. Yeah, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spells. So I think I could also throw down a barrel of monkeys as well. And the barrel of monkeys helps because it's, you know, it's chipping away at the armor a little bit every turn. So let's get the jammer out. I think, you know, it's like a question of whether you do want to hit here or not. I don't know. I think I'll save the charge. Because I'm certainly not going to break my weapon like next turn. That's not happening. So maybe he'll play like hand or I don't know. I don't know what they play on 4. I just end up playing a ramp spell. Okay, so he accelerated to 6, which is interesting. He accelerated to 6. Let's see. Let's start playing my spells. 7. And then, do I want to play Mantle Shaper now? Or do I want to try to hit it with a Cup of Muscle? Because if I hit it with a Cup of Muscle, it actually just straight up dies to Blade Storm. So I think I might just play it and then play my Cup of Muscle. Like, at least this plays like a little bit around Blade Storm. Like, not amazingly, of course. So what does he do on... Oh, yeah, I miscounted. So what does he do on 7 mana again? He, like, purposely played the Trail Mix to, like, boost himself up to 7 mana, not 6 mana. So I forgot what warriors do on 7 mana. That's, like, really important. It's kind of weird, right? Like, you would think you'd Trail Mix on 3... Or you Trail Mix on 2 to get the chemical spill out? Or something? I don't know. Okay, so Bellowing Flames. Okay, so my opponent basically just used all of their removal, or a good chunk of their removal there. So I need 3 spells, which means I can go 1, 2, 3, and that's 8 cost. Okay, so this is... I feel like we're in a pretty good spot here. The Thunderbringer is out. I can follow it up with Mr. Mukla. I can also draw another weapon. Yeah, so this is, I think, just a mistake. Because I'm gonna summon... I mean, obviously my opponent doesn't know my deck, but, like, I'm gonna summon more stats on the board now. Right? So if my opponent knew my deck, he wouldn't have done that. So at this point, I have 12 damage. I don't have lethal. So I could just play Instrument Tech and let's draw a weapon, just start hitting him in the face even more. I think it's probably smart. Just try to end the game as quickly as I can. There was also merit to, instead of playing the weapon, I play smaller minions to, like, punch through a chemical spilled Ziliax, right? So my opponent won the brawl, but, you know, yeah, that doesn't, fortunately, that doesn't help you win against a Thunderbringer Death Rattle. Yeah, so that was just way too much pressure for them to deal with. So we got Druid. There are a couple of different options. Druid could either be like more of a dragon ramp style Druid. Could just be a ramp, straight up ramp Druid. Or it could be Concierge Druid. We'd prefer Concierge Druid, I think. We could keep the drink server here. It's like a little bit, I don't know. Drink server is a little bit like not that great. I think we do want to keep Barrel of Monkeys and Instrument Tech though. Want to draw a weapon and then Barrel of Monkeys is a nice tri-spell card. Drink server is like kind of sus. I mean, I wonder what else would I want? I'd rather have like Greedy Partner. I'd rather have Mixologist. I don't know. I mean, we'll keep it. Sure. Like, it's a 2-2. It hits him in the face early game. Druid usually doesn't play a lot of minions early game. So that chip damage might be important. Oh, okay. They are playing minions early game. We're gonna play Instrument Tech. And the reason we play Instrument Tech over Drink Server is if I top deck a good 3, I want to play the 3 instead of Drink Server. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't have kept Drink Server. Okay, we'll play it now though. And we're hoping that this gives us like a 1 mana drink. Okay, I think he's Concierge Druid because he's like trading that much. So he must think that he can OTK me. I'll kill the 4-3. Yeah, so my opponent has pressured me quite a bit. Now, what can I do here? I think I want to get taunts out to preserve my life total. Because I don't think I need to prioritize rushing this. I'm gonna finish on turn 6 anyways. So let's prioritize protecting my life a bit. And then let's give one of these guys Divine Shield. Okay, so I'm up to 4. Now I can still be bursted over the top here. I have to be careful. Wow, that's a lot of stats. That's actually a pretty big problem. Yikes. Oh my opponent has actually kind of hit the nut draw. This is crazy. I mean, this will be fun though. This will be a good test. See if my opponent is going to be able to bust through my Thunderbringer. Okay, so 4 cost, which means that I can play Greedy Partner. See if I can buff the Greedy Partner. 6.
I raise, you fold.
6 cost. 7 cost. 8 cost. Now, unfortunately, I do... Oh, shoot. I misordered this. I should have Divine Brewed my face to smack into a person. Yeah, that was a mistake. Okay, because now I'm getting my life total too far away.
Right in the face.
Okay, and then let's... I wonder if my opponent can just kill me over the top. Let's de-shield this. Like, I think they're not going to be able to just swipe my face down directly, so that's why I didn't Divine Shield myself. That might be a mistake, though. Yeah, let's see how much damage they could do. I am pretty worried that even if my Thunderbringer summons gigantic minions, I'm gonna get, like, he's gonna hit my face too many times, and I just will die.
Time waits for no one.
Okay, these are really good hits. Now what do? I think... Do we Mukla here? Do we just play a bunch of monkeys to get... We just play a bunch of monkeys to absorb things? I kind of maybe... I don't think going slow is the right play, because... You know, I need to counter pressure my opponent. I can't just sit here and, like, wait to die. So, this goes in here. This goes in here. I think I do... This is sad, but I think I do actually have to kill the spell damage minion. And I'm gonna put the Divine Shield there to preserve HP. Maybe that was dumb, though, because I should have maybe Divine Shielded my face.
I concede.
Yeah, they're out of spells anyways. Yeah, I felt like I definitely made some misplays that game, but you know, it's fine.